Letter C.
Mm-hmm. Yes. Yep, go ahead and listen to your friends, Elia, okay? Your friends are here to help you, not to trick you. All right, guys. So, let me go ahead and get our poster up for today. So our poster is here. Here's our story poster. Awesome. Okay. You're fine where you are. Okay, so Bella, can you see from right here? Okay, so you need to scoot back where you see where my date is on my desk. You're gonna sit right there. Yep, right there. So that way you can see. So every time that's your sitting spot, okay? All right, hocus pocus. So we did our spelling words today, but we're gonna go ahead and say them. You ready?
Yeah.
All right, dish. Fan. Chest. Such. Make sure you're listening to Miss Fullington. Such. Thin. Push. Shine. Chase. White. While. Good job. All right, so those are our old spelling words. Now we're going to have some new ones coming next week. So we will do those next week. But I wanted to go ahead and review our spelling words from this week because it's Friday.
Are we taking a spelling test now?
We took it on Wednesday. We did unscramble the words. That's what we did. Okay, so now I'm going to, I don't know why this is doing that. There we go. Perfect. Let me present my screen here. So that you can see.
What is Alex doing?
Okay, Jorge, make sure you're focusing on Miss Fullington. I don't know why it's zooming in so much. One second, guys. Hi, Melanie. Give me 1 second. I'm trying to figure out why our screen is so big. Yes. Let me see really fast.
Is this supposed to be like that?
No, it's changed. Let me see. Let me figure it out really fast. I think I know what to do. Put your stuff away, Isabella. Give me just a second, Melanie. Let's see what I can do.
Okay.
So from here, let's see why it's doing that. What I may need to do is, okay, thank you. Settings. Thank you. Let's see here. see if it will. Oh, it's still doing that. I don't know what's going on. I'll figure it out later. Okay, but I will go ahead and show you. I think I'm gonna have to stay here to do it. Okay, so from right here, we are doing story structure. And so we are going to do a read aloud today. It's called Goldilocks and the Three Dinosaurs. So let's go ahead and read let's go over our poster first. Let's see if I can make it smaller for y'all. Well, that's too small. There it goes. That's better. Yay, I think I figured it out. Temporarily. Okay, so here's story structures. So it says stories often have a similar structure. Authors organize the plot in a way that will entertain readers. So we know for story structure, it always has to have a beginning, middle, and end. So it says beginning. It says the events in the beginning include the conflict, which means the problem of the story. And it also the problem of the story that the characters face. So that's when it's introduced to us. Then in the middle of the story, the events in the middle show the characters trying to solve the problem. The proper word for that, can y'all say, is climax? That's the changing of the story. That's what changes the story. And then at the end, the events at the end include the resolution, which means when the characters solve the conflict. So here it says, look for evidence or clues in the text to describe a story's plot. That means the beginning, middle, and end. The middle of the story is very important because that tells you how the story is going to end. Because that's where the characters are going to try to figure out a solution to solve that problem. Okay? So we are going to read the story called Goldilocks and the Three Bears. And so let me go ahead and stop. Oh, Goldilocks and the Three Dinosaurs. Thank you. So I'm going to go ahead and read this. Melanie, can you see Mrs. Fullington?
Yes.
Okay. So here's Goldilocks and the Three Dinosaurs. The Three Dinosaurs. I almost want to say the Three Bears. All right, let's listen. Okay, I don't have all eyes up here. I see people messing with their fingernails, messing with pencils on their desk. They should be facing Miss Fullington and no pencils in their hands. Thank you. So it says, once upon a time, there was 3 dinosaurs, Papa Dinosaur, Mama Dinosaur, and some other dinosaur who happened to be visiting from Norway.
What about baby dinosaur? What about baby dinosaur? There's baby dinosaur.
It's a random dinosaur. It's not a baby dinosaur.
It's a what dinosaur?
It's a random dinosaur. It's from Norway. It says, home, sweet dinosaur, home. One day, for no particular reason, the 3 dinosaurs made up their beds, positioned their chairs just so, and cooked 3 bowls of delicious chocolate pudding at varying temperatures. Can someone stop Marissa's iPad from ringing? I'm going to have Bella do it.
My church was coming and I told her Miss Marissa's not here.
Okay, thank you. So there she is. All right, so let's listen. Let's refocus. Oh boy, said Papa Dinosaur in a loud, booming voice. It's finally time to leave and go to the, someplace else. It says, yes, continued Mama Dinosaur. I sure hope no innocent little succulent child happens by our unlocked home while we are, someplace else. Not right now.
Look, she said,
Let's listen. The other dinosaur made a loud noise that sounded like a big evil laugh, but was probably just polite Norwegian expression. It says, har, 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 kolfisser, kolfisser.
Look, this is
He's not he can't speak English, so he's from Norway. It says the three dinosaurs went someplace else and were definitely not hiding in the woods. Wink, wink. Waiting for an unsuspecting kid to come by. Let's sit down.
Say these three, not two.
Let's see.
Three, because four actually.
Sure enough, 5 minutes later, a poorly supervised little girl named Goldilocks came trapezing along. It says just then the forest boomed with what could have been a dinosaur yelling, "Gotcha!" But I'm pretty sure it was just the wind. The loud noise was immediately followed by another loud noise that sounded kind of like, "Be patient, Papa Dinosaur. The trap is not yet sprung." But that could have been a rock falling or a squirrel. So at this point, do you think the dinosaurs are in on it?
No.
Do you think what are they doing?
They're spying on Goldilocks.
Do you think they know she's there?
Yeah.
Yeah. Have a seat, guys. Have a seat. Have a seat.
They're watching her. They're spying on her.
So it says 2 miles. It said 2 miles to trap, but they crossed out trap and said a very nice house. And then it says the other arrow says getting closer. So it says every way, Goldilocks was not the type of little girl who listened to anyone or anything. For example, Goldilocks never listens to warnings about the dangers of barging into strange, enormous houses. So as soon as Goldilocks came across a strange, enormous house, she barged right in. It says, "Welcome." Tee-hee.
What does barge mean?
And she means that she opened the door without asking. She went into a random house without asking. So let's keep reading. Oh, I don't see all eyes. I'm going to wait. This is a funny story, so you shouldn't have anything in your hand. Inside, Goldilocks immediately smelled the 3 bowls of delicious chocolate pudding. She said, "That chocolate pudding smells delicious. If only I could get all the way up to the top of that counter." Then Goldilocks noticed a very tall ladder that just happened to be there and certainly wasn't left on purpose. Goldilocks climbed up the ladder and found herself face to face with the 3 gigantic bowls of chocolate pudding.
She's trying to get it.
So there she is, climbing up to those pudding bowls.
It's so small.
Remember, they said it was an enormous house.
Oh, and I bet that's what they're getting.
Let's see. The first bowl of chocolate pudding was too hot, but Goldilocks ate it all anyway, because hey, it's chocolate pudding, right?
Yeah.
The second bowl of chocolate pudding was too cold, but who cares about temperature when you've got a big bowl of chocolate pudding? Not her. The third bowl of chocolate pudding was just right, but Goldilocks was on such a roll by now, she hardly noticed. So she said, "Oh, that's good." And then she dumps her whole head in this one, and then she goes swimming in the third one.
I can't see. Papa Dinosaur,
That's how
Mama
tiny
Dinosaur,
she is.
of course.
You know how good chocolate pudding is?
Yeah.
Oh, it has their initials on it, Papa.
Yeah,
Mama.
and dinosaur from Norway. Soon, Goldilocks was stuffed like one of those delicious chocolate-filled little girl bonbons, which, by the way, was totally not the favorite things in the whole world for hungry dinosaurs. Tired and groggy, Goldilocks noticed 3 chairs in the living room, so she climbed down the ladder and walked out of the kitchen. The first chair was too tall, the second chair was too tall, but the third chair?
That's right.
Look at her mouth and face.
Let's see.
She looks like she died.
But the third chair was too tall. Goldilocks wasn't going to climb that high just to sit in some chair, so she hiked over to the bedroom. When she got there, Goldilocks noticed that the beds were also gigantically big. What is going on around here? Groaned the exhausted girl. The bears that lived here must be nuts.
Oh, that is a big, huge chair.
Is that the third one?
That's the third chair.
Oh my
baby
god.
chair. Wow. Wow, the baby chair.
So let's see. She thinks it's bears that live here.
No, she's wrong.
Just then, the room filled with a loud, booming noise that was either a passing truck or a dinosaur gloating. A few more minutes, and she'll be asleep. That delicious chocolate-filled little girl bonbons are yummier when they are rested. Even a little girl who never listens to anyone or anything had to hear that. So, look who's out the window.
Dinosaur.
Do you think they are trying to catch her?
Yes.
We'll see. That's some pretty good predictions. Goldilocks took a minute to stop and think, which was longer than she used to stop and thinking. Hey, she told herself, this isn't some bear's house. This is a dinosaur's house. Say what you like about Goldilocks, but she was no fool. As quickly as she could, she ran to the back door and got out of there.
I wish she can go under the bed.
She can't.
And the sign says home sweet dinosaur home.
This morning dinner is almost time for lunch.
We'll talk about that later, Rolando. Just then, a loud plane flew by, which sounded pretty much like a trio of dinosaurs yelling, now, or charge, or the Norwegian expression, chewy bonbon time. Suddenly, and completely coincidentally, the three dinosaurs rushed through the front door. But they were too late. They were too late. Let's see. Goldilocks was gone, and all that was left in the house was three disappointed dinosaurs. The end.
They're crying.
They wanted to eat her.
Oh.
And the moral is, what's moral mean? No, the moral is,
The story.
no.
The title.
Rolando, what did we say? What the moral of the story is like theme.
Is the ending of the story? Whoa.
I don't know.
Harlow?
I know. What was it?
The moral of the story is,
The chapter? I got the person. The beginning of the story.
Bella?
I know. The middle. The title.
No.
The little girl.
The moral of the story is the lesson of the story. The lesson. If you ever find yourself in the wrong story, leave.
Yeah, I would do that. No, those are the bears. My bears?
She left the story. Where did she go?
The bear.
The bear story.
So,
So it says, and the moral for dinosaurs and the lesson for the dinosaurs is lock the back door.
yes, lock it.
The lesson for the dinosaurs is lock the back door.
Because what happened in the end?
She ran out the back door.
She ran out the back door. So they couldn't eat their delicious bonbon snack, huh? All right, bonbon is like a type of candy. All right, so here's a question I wanted to ask you. What is Goldilocks like? What is she like?
A little girl.
She's a little girl, but what is she nice?
No, she's bad. No, not just smart. She's smart.
Is she smart?
No. She's mean.
She's rude.
Yeah.
She went into she went into a stranger's home without asking.
The dinosaurs, I mean, because the dinosaurs are Goldilocks.
Yeah, so they're both the bad guy, aren't they?
No. Why would that guy go?
Hocus pocus.
Everybody focus.
What does the author mean when he says Goldilocks took a minute to stop and think, which was longer than she was used to stopping and thinking? What did the author mean that Goldilocks stopped to think of something? Clinton?
She heard something. She heard some whispering.
Yeah, she was like, wait a minute.
And then
Somebody's here.
she turned around and saw the sign.
What did she finally realize, Bella B? What did she finally realize?
She looked up at the sign and it was
Well, look.
Dino house.
What did she finally realize?
It's the dino's house.
It's the dinosaur's house. So what did she do? She ran where, Rolando? She ran in the back. Oh, ooh, that's a good question. Why are the bears on this page right here? Mackenzie,
Maybe that's their mom and dad because she's about to hug them.
do you think so?
No.
Christopher?
It's because probably because the second story is good. That's the
Is she in the right story?
Yes.
Goldilocks and the three what?
Yes.
The three bears. So she's in the right story. She was happy to see him because this was the story she was supposed to be in.
Now
But she went into a different story.
she thought that was the
She thought that was the three bears. All right, hocus pocus. All right, I'm going to go ahead and show you in Seesaw where you're going to go. All right, so in Seesaw, let me go ahead and X out of this.
How do you Excel?
Oh,
Give me my delete page 2.
hold on just a second.
Yes.
Oh, it's not working at all. Please, no, not appropriate. Not appropriate. Stop, please. Okay, so let me figure out why this is so big. All right, let me see. Melanie, give me just 1 second, sweetie, okay?
Okay.
I don't understand why it's blowing up so big.
Maybe it's the internet.
I don't know. I got to find out. Oh, here it is. Delete and start over. There we go. Okay, now when we go into activities, we have an activity called story structure. It says reread Goldilocks and the Three Dinosaurs and complete the graphic organizer. So if you click on this little circle here, it's going to take you to the story and you're going to read it again right here. When you're done reading it, you're going to go back into Seesaw and there is a graphic organizer for you right here to complete. You're going to tell me the conflict, the problem of the story. You're going to tell me what happened in the middle of the story. And then you're going to tell me how Goldilocks solved the problem. Okay? What's the story called? Yes, if you don't know how to spell Goldilocks and the Three Dinosaurs, it's right here on the title page for you to spell. And it also has it right here in the instructions. It says reread Goldilocks and the Three Dinosaurs. So you have the spelling right there in front of you. Okay? When you're done, what are you going to press? All right. So what are you going to do in this first box right here in the beginning? You're going to find the problem, right? That's the conflict. What are you going to do in the second box? How does Goldilocks, what does Goldilocks do in the story? In the middle of the story? Then you're going to tell me how Goldilocks fixed the problem of the story, okay? All right, guys, go ahead. When you're finished, what are you supposed to press? The green check mark. All right, Melanie, do you have any questions?
No.
All right, sweetie, you may log out and complete this activity, okay?
Okay.
All right, bye, sweetie.
Bye.